You're listening to the BTEC PE podcast with Mr. B. So, welcome to the BTEC PE podcast. Today I'm going to be discussing exercise intensity and how that fits in with all the other principles of training. But before we get into it, make sure you're following me on social media. So mostly teaching staff are following me on Twitter, as most of the posts are linked to the resources available for BTEC PE. While on Instagram, I'm mainly documenting my current training program and linking individual training sessions to BTEC PE, so giving you real-life examples of the principles you need to be aware of. So, exercise intensity. In order for a sports performer to make progress and improvements in their training, they have to exercise at an appropriate level of intensity. If they train too hard, they risk injury or developing the incorrect fitness component. And if they don't train hard enough, they will make little progress towards their goals. So there are a few different methods of assessing how hard a performer is working. So heart rate is a really good measure of how hard a performer is working, if they're actually working hard enough in their sport or training or not. So that's measured in beats per minute, BPM, and resting heart rate can give us a really good general impression of an individual's fitness level. A performer with outstanding aerobic endurance will generally have a low resting heart rate. So performers and coaches will track the heart rate to ensure they're working at the appropriate level and are training the correct type of fitness. They'll usually do this by using heart rate training zones. So the heart rate training zones, to get your maximum heart rate, you need to start with 220 minus your age. Then you use this as a percentage to work out the different target zones. So 0 to 50% would be your warm up and cool down zone. 50 to 60% would be your fat burning zone. 60 to 85% would be your aerobic training zone. And 85 to 100% would be your anaerobic training zone. So here's a few examples for you. I am 34 years old, so to work out my maximum heart rate, my heart rate max, you do 220 minus 34. That gives us 186. So if I was training for a marathon and wanted to improve my aerobic fitness, I would have to work between 60 and 80% of my heart rate max. So the target zones I'm aiming for are 60 times 186 divided by 100 equals 112 beats per minute. And then 85 times 186 divided by 100 equals 158 beats per minute. So that means when I'm out training, I need to make sure my heart rate training zone is between 112 BPM and 158 BPM. If it is higher or lower, then I'll not be training the correct system, and therefore my training would be unsuccessful. If I was training for a more explosive, higher intensity sport, then I'd have to be working between 85 and 100% in the anaerobic zone. So the other measure of exertion, and again if the participant is working hard enough, is the Borg Scale of perceived exertion. This is a scale between 6 and 20 that athletes can refer to when asked how hard they have been working during a training session. 6 being no exertion at all and 20 being maximal effort. 12 to 14 is perceived as moderate exercise. So this can be linked with heart rate training zones to help determine the intensity of the performer. So if you did the equation RPE, the rating of perceived exertion, times 10, that would give you an estimate of the heart rate they're probably working at. So if I was out training and I rated my intensity at 14, this would equate to around about 140 beats per minute. My aerobic training zone is between 112 and 158 BPM, so therefore I'd be working the correct intensity for improving my aerobic endurance. So that summarises exercise intensity. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I've got a couple of really good videos illustrating exercise intensity. One of them I go on a training run and assess my exercise intensity by measuring my heart rate along the run. Thanks for listening. I'll speak to you soon.